What's up, guys? This is your boy Jock from Cool Movie Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Nope. Was it good? Was it okay? Or was it whack? You gotta stay tuned. Guys, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Jock from Cool Movie Reviews, and I bring you movie reviews and sometimes shows as well. So welcome to my house, and let me give you the rules of my house. How my house works, or how my channel works, is if you ever watched any movie reviewers or any critics, they'll usually give you a specific style of rating, right? A 5-star rating. A shout out to Double Toasted. I like how they do their ratings, but I do mine's different. What I do is I review my movies as this is a must go, right? You got to stop everything you're doing and go check this movie out. Either the movie has the three elements: a good story, good visuals, and good soundtrack, right? If the movie's okay, it didn't have those three elements. It probably had one, and you can kind of catch it and not waste your money. Or if you do want to go to movies, you like the movie experience, you can catch it on a matinee or a holiday, or you can just catch it on streaming. And if you don't, if the movie's whack and it doesn't have none of it makes sense, everything's all over the place, it's whack, okay? Don't go see it. Just it's trash, right? So that's a little brief synopsis of how I run my house or my channel. So thank you, welcome. If you come in, get you some popcorn, get you a soda, a like, share, subscribe, and then, hey, once you do that, help me grow my channel. So anyway, let's get into what Nope's about, right? You hear Nope, you're like, what is Nope about? So first of all, it's directed by Jordan Peele, okay? If you don't know who Jordan Peele is, he's the other half of Key and Peele. Key and Peele was a show that was on Comedy Central back in the day. They did sketch comedies. They did a lot, man. They were pretty dope. To me, I think it was after Dave Chappelle did his thing, Key and Peele came in and just kicked the dough in. So after that, man, I think they went their separate ways, and I think Key started acting, and then Jordan, what was he doing? He was in there writing. Okay, he wrote a little movie called Get Out. Wrote it, produced it, and directed. Okay, didn't have a lot of money behind it. But that movie, if I was to give my rating, that's a must go. If you haven't seen the movie, please check it out on streaming or wherever it streams. But I mean, from the storytelling to the soundtrack to the visuals, it was one of those movies that made you think. It really made you think, especially being black. You're like, oh man, that's a very touchy, crazy thing. But it was amazing. So his second movie after he did Get Out was Us. Now, he had a little bit more budget when he did Us, and that started Lupita the Younger, and the soundtrack was amazing. The story was okay. It was still good, but it wasn't good as Get Out. And then I think he had a part to play in the new Candyman movie. I think he had a producing role, or he wrote some of it. And then, also, today, he did Nope, right? So that's a little brief synopsis of who Jordan Peele is. Now, let me tell you guys what this movie's about, all right? This movie actually is starring Daniel Kaluuya as OJ, Keke Palmer as Emerald, and their brother and sister, all right? Now, this is going to be a weird review because there's so many spoilery things in this movie that it's hard to really do this review without spoiling the movie. But I'm going to give you what you see in the trailer, right? If you've probably seen the trailer the first time, you don't know what the hell is going on. Because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay, what was going on? The second trailer came out, it gave you some more. I was like, okay, this is not like Jordan Peele to give you kind of what the movie's about. So basically, they have a horse ranch, all right? They live in California, and their father ended up dying, okay? Just mysteriously dying. And now he left the farm to Keke and Daniel, who are brother and sister, and they're trying to figure things out, okay? So all of a sudden, Daniel Kaluuya's character sees a cloud in the sky, and in the trailer you see that it's a flying saucer, right? So we're dealing with aliens and sci-fi here, okay? So that's all I'm going to give you on the synopsis. I'm not going to give you the house, but that's what I'm going to tell you, all right? So that's a brief synopsis of what this movie's about. Just follow me, okay? Follow me. All right. So let's get into the things that I liked. All right. First, I like the soundtrack. And what they mean by soundtrack, the sound. So Jordan Peele knows how to make sound a character. Okay. When you're watching movies, if you watch a movie and you watching a scary movie, and you get a jump scare, or you hear that, or you can make a brush move, or you can make a pen move, or you can do something small to where it has a big gravitas on that particular scene. Jordan Peele did a great job in this movie. He made just small noises sound big. He made, when the clouds would look up, the clouds had some type of sound to them. When the flying saucer was there, it had some type of crazy, eerie sound to it. The sound effects in this movie were remarkable. And the relationship between Jordan Peele and his sound engineer, is dope, man. You don't really see producers really have a relationship like that, but the sound in this movie was amazing, man. And it's one of those things, and I'm not talking about the actual soundtrack, but I'm just talking about if you listen, like how he captures different elements of sound. Another thing I like is the visuals. The guy that shot this movie, he's a Christopher Nolan guy. So if you know Christopher Nolan, he produced and directed Tenet. Christopher Nolan's movie catalog is amazing, and those movies are shot very, very differently. Like, it's one of those things with those movies. It's shot in a way where you almost immersed and you're there. You're like, okay, I'm here. This is kind of crazy. He almost shoots it like a documentary style. It's amazing how he does it. So visually, this movie was amazing, man. And Jordan Peele said he shot this movie on IMAX camera, so you can tell. If you do want to go see this movie, like I said, I give my in the review at the end. I give you my final score. Go see it in IMAX. Don't see this on a small screen. Don't see it on a dirty screen. IMAX, the biggest screen possible. Jordan Peele said he wanted to make a movie about clouds. He did a damn good job about that, because I'm looking at the clouds, and he has it so high, I'm kind of getting scared, because I'm like, okay, he shot this very well to the point where I feel like I'm in the sky. I'm like, Jordan, this is crazy. He makes things look wide. He makes things look massive. He makes mountains look massive. He makes just things look big. And I said, dude, you did it. You did it. You killed it, bro. You killed it. Another thing I like was the cast. Let's talk about the cast. Keke Palmer, Daniel Kaluuya, and I think his name is Jordan Perea. I think that's his name. No, Brandon Perea. He played Angel Torres. Daniel Kaluuya played, his character's name is OJ, not OJ Simpson, but OJ. And Keke Palmer's character's name is Emerald. They call her E. And the three of them, their chemistry was amazing, right? Keke Palmer and Daniel are brother and sister. You can tell if this wasn't a movie, that's how they acted, right? Keke was the high, energetic little sister. You'd be like, oh, she's all over the place. And Daniel was the cool, laid-back brother that just want to take care of business. He wants to get to the bag. Keke is just, she has other things that she wants to do, right? So the cast was amazing. And then, like I said, the guy that played Angel Torres, his name is Angel Torres. He works for it's like a tech company. It's almost like a Best Buy, and he's the security camera guy. He did a good job, man. I think this kid is new to the scene, but he did a real good job. So the cast was pretty dope. But that's about all the thing I liked about this movie. Those three things. Let's get into the things I didn't like. The story, okay? The story. The first two acts of this movie were character building, right? Getting you immersed in the story, trying to get you to care about the characters, okay? Which Jordan did a good job. But I feel like Jordan has so many thoughts in his head that he tried to put this in perspective, and he tried to put this in a way where it made sense. But sometimes in points of this movie, it felt like three different stories. I was like, okay, you're telling this story, that story, this story. I'm like, what are you doing, Jordan? What's up, man? Like, I usually I can follow you, but I'm really not. I follow you, but I follow you. I follow you, but I don't follow you. Okay, got it. I found myself from time to time, I hate to say this, and I don't get bored in movies like this, but I found my time from, like, kind of getting a little bored. I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bored, just a little bit. But then little things got me back in the movie. There was a scene in this movie that you was like, oh, hell no. It's almost like, nope. It literally made me say, nope. I'm sitting there watching this game like, nope, So he did shoot that very well. I was like, no. Another thing I like, and I'm going to go back to the things I didn't like, was Jordan knows how to capture how black people will act in that specific moment. It was amazing. That was one thing I did. Like I was like, yeah, that's how I probably would have acted in that moment. But it was the story, man, the story. And then let's get to the third act. Now I'm not gonna spoil this movie at all, okay, guys. The third act. He built all this suspense, all this amazement for the first two acts, and we get to the third act, and we had this big sequence and this big action sequence, and all of a sudden, boom. I was like, is that it? I said, come on, Jordan. Come on, bruh. Like, really, dude? Like, really? Is this what we were doing? I thought we was going over here, but we went over here. We went all the way over here. Like, really, bruh? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Got it. Now, it could have been a whole nother meaning. Like I said, I'm not finna spoil it. It could have been a whole nother meaning behind this whole thing. But I don't know where you were trying to go with this, bruh. I don't get it. Some characters didn't even have, oh my God. Some characters I think should have had some of the stories been flushed out a little bit more. I would wanted to see that movie. Like Yang, the guy that plays, he's the Asian guy in the movie. You can see it in the trailer. His backstory was unnecessary, but in the same breath, it was intriguing. And I said, that's a movie inside of a movie right there that I would love to see. But it was just I don't know what Jordan was trying to do with this one. His thoughts were all over the place. He's just throwing stuff on the screen and just like, hey, this would be cool, and it just didn't do it for me. So those are things that I didn't like. So like I said, this review wasn't gonna be long because I can't really spoil it. If you guys want to talk about it, if you go see the movie and y'all want me to spoil it, and we can have a spoiler discussion, I can make a video and we could like have a conversation about what this movie was about. If you guys see some stuff that maybe I missed, or that if you got any theories that make sense to you, man, let's I'll make another video. We chop it up in the comment section. But let me give you my final rating on this movie. I would say it's okay. It's okay. Personally, would I see it again? I'll probably see it one more time to see if it can win me over, if it makes more sense. But after that, I probably if it don't win me over at that time, I'm not gonna watch it again. Okay, it's like Us. I haven't watched Us again. I watch Get Out from time to time, but Us, nah, I'm cool. But it's your preference. If you want to see it, if you think you can stomach it and go see it, cool. I've heard people say it's like a horror movie. It's not. Yeah, horror elements, but it's not. It's like a sci-fi thriller. So if you like sci-fi and you like certain things, then yeah. Also, this is a mixture of different movies. I'm not going to give it away, but if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm saying. So Jordan Peele has been picking the brains from other directors. So that's my review, non-spoiler review of Nope. So I hope you like it. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe, and get the content out there. I really, really appreciate it. And once again, guys, I appreciate it. My next review, I'll probably do Stranger Things. I got through just finished watching the fourth season of Stranger Things, so I'm going to probably do that review. But anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.